The conference room fell silent as my father's face turned pale. "The food never arrived," he said into the phone, his voice shaky with unease. Around the empty Thanksgiving table, 20 relatives shifted uncomfortably, confused murmurs spreading like smoke. From the far end of the table, my Aunt Rachel glanced toward my dad with a questioning look, and then across the room at my cousin Emma, who was already piecing it together. Miles away, I leaned against my kitchen counter, calm and collected. "Oh," I said, voice steady. "I didn't think you needed anything from me." On the other end, the line went quiet. The stillness stretched long enough for me to hear my father's breathing change. Then, beneath the tension, the family whispers erupted like a second wave. My mother's voice pierced through the background. "What does she mean by that?" The same family that decided I wasn't worth inviting had no problem using my credit card to cater their holiday. Thanksgiving was always treated like a sacred event in our family. One day a year where grudges were paused, awkward silences stuffed under mashed potatoes, and love was performed like theater. I'm the eldest of 3, always the one who cleaned up, looked after the younger ones, made sure mom wasn't overwhelmed. While my sister and brother were praised for everything, I was expected to be useful. I moved out as soon as I could, but I kept showing up for holidays. Because, well, it was tradition. But this year the shift was deliberate. It started 1 week before Thanksgiving. I saw a post in our family group chat, "Aunt Rachel again. Can't wait to see you all." I replied immediately. "Me too. Really looking forward to it." Silence. No likes. No responses. Later that night, I got a private message from my cousin Noah. "Hey, just checking, are you coming? I thought your parents told everyone you wouldn't be there." The message hit me like a cold slap. I sat down and dialed my mom. She sounded breezy at first. "Oh, well, we're keeping it low-key this year. Just the immediate family." My heart dropped. "I am immediate family," I said, my voice getting tight. There was a pause. Then she added, "We just thought it would be less stressful for everyone." Stressful? There hadn't been a single disagreement in months. The only thing I'd done wrong was stop taking care of everyone else's mess. Still gripping my phone, I started checking. My sister Hannah was coming. So was my brother Jake and his wife. Even my mom's sisters, my cousins, everyone. Everyone but me. And then I remembered, Dad had asked me weeks ago to help out with the food. Which I did. Not just help, I'd paid for the turkey, the pies, even the sides from their favorite bakery and butcher. I placed the order. Used my own name. My card. Not only had they left me out, they'd used me. I canceled everything the next morning. The butcher was understanding. The bakery grumbled, but agreed. Then I waited, knowing exactly what would happen next. Thanksgiving Day, 12:41 p.m. My phone lit up. Dad calling. I waited 4 rings before answering. "The food never came," he said, breath ragged. "What's going on?" I feigned confusion. "That's weird. You might want to check with the person who ordered it." "You ordered it," he snapped. I let the silence hang. "Oh well. I didn't think you needed anything from me." He went silent. By 1:30 p.m., my cousin Emma texted me. "No turkey. No dessert. Nothing. Your sister's in tears. Your mom's locked in the bathroom. People are freaking out." By 2 p.m., I was sipping tea and reading a book, completely at peace. 3 days later, a message popped into the group chat from Mom. "We missed you at Thanksgiving. Hope we can move on from this." No apology. Just a tidy cover-up attempt. I ignored it. Aunt Rachel called me instead. "Just so you know," she said gently, "people started asking questions. Your dad told everyone you were never planning to come. But then Emma mentioned your group chat reply." I felt that burn of injustice again. Rachel added, "Some of us told them how unfair it was." Finally, someone saw it. But Mom never liked being questioned. So she adjusted her narrative. Within a week, she was telling people I'd been going through something. That I was unpredictable. That I had acted out and ruined Thanksgiving on purpose. Dad called again. I let it go to voicemail twice before picking up the third time. "I don't know what you thought you were proving," he said tightly. "But you embarrassed your mother." I laughed dryly. Embarrassed her? She told everyone I wasn't coming. His voice lowered. Look, we messed up. Okay. But what you did, that was cold. Colder than excluding your daughter from Thanksgiving while using her money to pay for it. You should have talked to us. I didn't even raise my voice. It wasn't worth talking about. You made it clear where I stand. He had no response. I hung up. That night, Noah texted. You started a war. He meant it as a joke, but it didn't feel like one. Christmas loomed like a storm cloud. I had no plans to attend. Until Rachel called me again. Your mom's telling everyone you're skipping Christmas because you can't be around family. That you're unstable. That your dad tried to fix it, and you refused. I clutched the phone. No. Absolutely not. On Christmas Eve, I arrived late, just after dinner started. The entire room shifted the second I walked in. Conversation stopped. Heads turned. My mother froze mid-laugh. My father stiffened. My sister looked like she'd seen a ghost. Hi everyone, I said lightly. Merry Christmas. I unwrapped my scarf and took a breath. Then I stepped aside. Behind me was my guest, my grandmother, my mom's mother. The room turned ice cold. Years ago, Mom had cut her out after a fight I still don't understand. She told us not to contact her. But I had. I'd kept her in my life. And when I told her what happened at Thanksgiving, she said, "That's it. I'm coming." Oh my, Grandma said, stepping in with wide eyes. It's been so long. This place hasn't changed at all. My mother's face went blank. Dinner was a tense affair. Grandma examined her plate, then asked, "Is this store-bought stuffing?" With such curiosity that I had to bite the inside of my cheek to keep from laughing. A week later, messages started coming in. Hey, is everything okay? I heard Christmas was dramatic. Others were more pointed. I can't believe you'd bring your grandmother to stir things up. My aunt clued me in. Your mom's saying you're acting out. That something's wrong with you. She's worried. I felt my throat tighten. She wasn't just rewriting history. She was trying to make me look unstable. I called Grandma. She's been calling people, saying I'm having a breakdown. Grandma didn't miss a beat. I told them she was exaggerating. No one believes it. That night, I sent a message in the group chat. Hi everyone. Just to clarify, no drama here. I'm in a good place, and I hope you all are too. Happy New Year. Simple. Clear. Unspinnable. What I didn't expect was Jake texting. Can we talk? I called. He sounded nervous. Look, I didn't agree with what they did. I just didn't know how to say anything. You didn't. No, he said. Thanksgiving felt wrong. Christmas made it worse. And now Mom's saying you're unstable, and I know that's not true. I felt something loosen in my chest. Thanks for saying that. I should have said it sooner. It didn't fix things, but it mattered. The tide was shifting. First Rachel, then Grandma, now Jake. 2 weeks later, Mom called. We need to talk. I hesitated, then picked up. About what? A beat. Then she said, You embarrassed me. In front of the entire family. There it was. Not that I hurt her. Not that she missed me. Just that she felt embarrassed. Sunday. Dinner. 6 o'clock, be here. She hung up. I didn't want to go. But Rachel said, Make them say it to your face. Even if you don't forgive them. Sunday night, I walked in. The tension was electric. Dad stood beside the table. Mom sat at the head, arms folded. Hannah scrolled on her phone. Jake looked between us. Do you know what you've done? Mom said sharply. I tilted my head. Which part? Calling off the food? Bringing Grandma? Or letting people see the truth? You're being dramatic. Dad added. Your mother feels attacked. She's not the one who was left out, I said. She's the one who tried to erase me. You made it personal. It was personal. Mom's face twisted. You always make things about you. We didn't invite you because we didn't want the stress. Jake suddenly cut in. No. You lied. You said she wasn't coming. And you let her pay for everything. That's not less stress. That's wrong. Mom's mouth dropped open. Don't take her side. He held firm. I'm taking the truth side. Dad shifted awkwardly. Maybe we didn't handle it well. Mom turned on him. So now you're against me? You didn't just forget me, I said, voice low. You tried to make me look unstable. Why, Mom? There was a beat of silence. Then quietly she said, because I was ashamed. Everything stopped. When people asked where you were, I didn't want to explain. So I said you weren't doing well. I didn't expect it to go that far. You made me the problem, I said. Just so you wouldn't have to be. She looked down. I didn't know what else to do. I stood up. I'm not here for apologies you don't mean. I'm here to say, I'm done. I won't sit at tables where I'm only welcome when convenient. I turned to my siblings. Hannah looked away but muttered, I should have said something earlier. Jake nodded. Me too. It didn't fix everything. But it was something. In the weeks that followed, Mom sent messages. Can we move forward? I didn't answer. Rachel checked in often. Grandma wrote me a long letter saying how proud she was. The biggest surprise was Jake. Coffee, he texted. We talked for 2 hours. I think I spent my whole life keeping peace without realizing I was helping Mom hurt people. Yeah, I said. Me too. But something had shifted. If you've ever been the one your family scapegoats, the one who sees the cracks in the foundation, they'll call you the problem. They'll call you too much. Too sensitive. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do isn't staying silent. It's standing up and walking away. That empty chair? It wasn't my loss. It was my first step toward peace.